I've traveled the world and I've seen how special and unique our area is. And that has given me passion to stand up and fight for what we have.
I've always had a passion for the ocean, and I always knew I wanted to be a marine biologist.
It's a bit weird for a person as young as I am to be living alone like this. But for me, I value this time that I have.
I'd done stuff that I wasn't proud of, but what changed for me was I actually found where I belong.
There's two species that I'm particularly interested to visit today. That's Conophytum bowlesi and francoisi, and those only occur on cliffs.
I love vultures with the most incredible passion because they're so different.
There's a number of monitoring duties that I'm tasked with. With the studies conducted before, it's been found that 80 to 90% of the time they do mate for life. But with the breeding study that we do here, some of his penguins, they've got tags on them, so you do find them mixed up sometimes. They're not absolutely monogamous. Some of them do cheat, if we may call it that.
Mora. Hoe gaat het? Currently standing in Zikufla Nature Reserve, and what's happening at the moment is that we've in the period of drawdown. It's also a good opportunity for us to actually get into the flay and actually clean up all the litter and solid waste that is coming down our catchment areas. I suppose I don't feel like I'm coming to work. It's somewhat of a second home for me. I've got a family here, and if you enjoy what you're doing, it's not work. You can't see it as work. Look here, all along here. This is the new plant.
I've been to these mountains many times, but this I've never seen. So this looks to me like something really unique. And it will only be proved when we grow it in a small container, and once we see it flowering and I relate it to other bulbinis, then I can for certain say, but I'm quite positive that it is new.
We've got about 5 to 6 species of shark that we might see on this dive, but our primary aim is to encounter the 7-gill sharks.
I think it's a female cave vulture. I think quite an old cave vulture looking at the condition. She seems to be dehydrated. It's not very hot today and she hasn't been inside the enclosure for long. I just suspect it's possibly her age.
The driving force behind mining is a need to make more money. It is not a blessing at all for this area. It is a curse. Ezindawo zenu zinhle kanje zezenu kufuneka nizinakekele nina. Leyo nto ke sithi abantu mabayigcine kahle indalo yabo ngoba iluncedo kubo.
There are so many other medicinal and other values that plants have that we still don't know about, and so we've got to conserve as much as possible.
South Africa has this incredibly rich marine fauna. We've got thousands of species of marine animals, and we don't have to travel hours or days to get to these areas that have this amazing diversity. It's right here, and I think we're incredibly fortunate to have that situation.
The main message that I want to take across is the fact that we have a beautiful world, and what we still do have left, we must do all we can to keep that as natural as possible and preserve that for future generations.